The baseball team has had a very successful month of April.
And during our spring break, 2 Spartan athletes each threw a no-hitter. Find out who as Spartan Sports Weekly starts right now. Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Spartan Sports Weekly. I'm Kyle Turner.
And I'm Kat Trudell, and here's what's going on in Castleton sports. The women's lacrosse team traveled to Maine last week to open up NAC play. The Spartans had 10 different players register at least 1 goal in their 22-4 win against Thomas College on April 6. Amanda Floodstrom led the Spartans with 5 goals. Floodstrom also added 5 assists for a total of 10 points in the game. The Spartans continued their domination of the state of Maine with a big 19-6 win over the Beavers of Maine Farmington. Kay Auer led the way with 5 goals. Angelica Mazzola and Amanda Floodstrom added 4 goals each. With the win, the Spartans are 3-0 in the state of Maine and 2-0 in the NAC. And the Spartans were home against Green Mountain on Wednesday. Just 16 seconds into the game, Jenny Lee Mark takes it into the attacking half and finds Katie Auer down low, who walks right in front and scores the easy goal. Spartans lead 1-0. And just 5 minutes later, Katie Auer with a nice pass to Amanda Floodstrom for one of her 5 goals in the game. Spartans go up 5-0. Still in the first half, Jessica Taplin scores on the free position shot. She had 3 goals in the game. And the Spartans go on to win 20-4.
And men's lacrosse traveled to Maine last week to take on Thomas and Maine Farmington. The Spartans cruised to an easy win over the Terriers last Friday, 23-2. Alex Green led the way with 6 goals and 3 assists, while Zach Davidson had 2 goals and 6 assists. And then on Saturday, the Spartans pounded the Beavers of Maine Farmington 20-2. Alex Green continued his scoring ways against the Beavers with 5 goals in the game, while Zach Davidson and Colin Murray added 3 goals each. And this past Tuesday, the Spartans traveled to New England College for a game with the Pilgrims. It was a tough one to swallow for the Spartans as they lost by a final score of 16-12. Alex Green and Nohea King had 3 goals each in the game.
The month of April has been very generous to the baseball team. The Spartans were home for 2 doubleheaders with the Maine Farmington Beavers. The Spartans won all 4 games, outscoring the Beavers by a total of 25-2, and then also beat New England College to remain a perfect 12-0 in the NEAC. The Spartans were riding a 12-game winning streak until their 15-3 loss to Amherst on Thursday. On April 7th, Castleton pitcher Dakota Aker pitched a no-hitter against the Beavers. It was the first no-hitter for the baseball team since Chris Adams did it in 2002 against New England College. The no-hitter from Aker was also one of 3 on the day in Division III baseball. We spoke to Aker and shortstop Cameron Curler about Aker's no-hitter and how the team is coming together this season.
It's awesome. It's the first no-hitter in my life, so it feels real cool.
I could tell right from the first inning that he hit his stuff, and I mean, he's probably arguably has the best stuff on the team. And I mean, when he's got it, he's real tough to hit.
I started thinking about it in the 4th inning, and then I flashed back to Norwich when I had it through 6 1/3 or 6 or 6 1/3, and I botched it. So I wanted it real bad after getting so close and not getting it. I had to dig deep and stay composed and not fight myself up on the mound. Just do what I had to do.
I think he did a real good job keeping the defense in the game. I mean, as a defensive player, every time a pitcher's out there throwing strikes, it makes it real easy for everyone to get in the flow of the game. He kind of just kept working hard and stayed within himself, and we kind of just tried to play the best D we could.
We're making gains, significant gains. I think the more we play, the more we come together, the better we get, the better we're going to do. So it took a little bit of time, especially since when we went down to Texas and Virginia, but I think we're starting to string it together and we're becoming a real good team. We've been hitting the ball well, fielding the ball well, and pitching staff stepped up a lot.
I think we're really just coming along together as a team. Like, our pitching's been great, everyone's throwing strikes. Our defense has been phenomenal. And offensively, we've got different guys carrying the load every game. So it's been a combination of things.
The softball team also made history last weekend. The Spartans traveled to Maine for games against Hudson and Maine Maritime. After dropping the first game to the Eagles 2-1, the Spartans grabbed their first victory against Hudson since the 2005 season with a 1-0 win. The Spartans then beat Maine Maritime in 2 games to improve to 5-1 in the NAC. And on Tuesday, the Spartans split games with the Panthers of Plymouth State to bring their overall record to 10-14. The Spartans are currently 3rd in the NAC. Junior pitcher Taylor Lively has been awarded the NAC Pitcher of the Week award 3 times this season. She also threw a no-hitter against Green Mountain College on March 31st. We spoke to Lively about her no-hitter and her team's success in conference play this year.
It felt great. My team helped out a lot. Our shortstop and second baseman made a beautiful play that saved it for me, and we hit really well. I knew that I had a no-hitter going the whole game, so it was kind of in my head, and I think it was in every single one of my teammates' heads too. I think we're a lot better. We're a lot stronger. We have a lot better hitting this year. We're more consistent with our hitting. Everyone's working so hard. I think we're probably one of the teams to beat this year. I think we're going to do really well.
Takeda Aker and Ryan Slensky both earned NEAC East Weekly honors. Aker was named the NEAC East Division Baseball Pitcher of the Week on April 9th. He was, well, unhittable in his team's 4-0 victory over Maine Farmington. Aker had 8 strikeouts and gave up 1 walk in his no-hitter. Zelensky was named the NEAC East Division Player of the Week for the 2nd time this season. In a span of 7 games, Zelensky was 12 for 24 at the plate and drove in 10 RBIs. Zelensky leads the team with a batting average of .420.
The men's lacrosse team swept the NAC Weekly Awards this past week. Alex Green was named the NAC Player of the Week. Green had 13 goals and 7 assists in 4 games for the Spartans. And wouldn't you know it, Zach Davidson was named the NAC Rookie of the Week. Davidson had 9 goals and 18 assists, also in 4 games for the Spartans. Davidson has been honored by the NAC 4 of the last 5 weeks and leads both the team and conference with 55 points. And it was an exciting month for Spartan athletics, and here are the top 5 plays for March.
This is a diving catch by White in right field. Here he comes, and there he is. Martin on deck. A foul, and oh, another great catch! Looked at the fence, saw where he was. Over the railing. Off the inning by homering over the left field fence, and this is hit in the gap in left center, and oh my, what a catch in front of the fence by Fearon. Oh, there's a great shot. Going on, this is ripped deep to left, way back, and a diving catch, oh my. Camera right there, he dives, and oh my, what a
And here's a look at the upcoming schedule. Baseball is home against Huston Saturday, April 14th on NSN. Baseball is at Linden State Tuesday, April 17th at 2. Softball is home against Thomas Saturday, April 14th at 2. And softball is also home against Maine Farmington Sunday, April 15th at 12. Men's lacrosse is home against Huston Saturday, April 14th at 4. And men's lacrosse is home against Maine Maritime Sunday, April 15th at 12 on NSN. Men's lacrosse is also home against SUNY Cobleskill at 7 for their senior game. Women's lacrosse is home against New England College Saturday, April 14th at 7. And women's lacrosse is also home against Huston Sunday, April 15th at 3 on NSN for their senior game. And that's all we have for you on this edition of Spartan Sports Weekly.
Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter at the addresses below.
For all of us here at Spartan Sports Weekly, I'm Kyle Turner.
And I'm Kat Trudell. We'll see you next week.
Big toe, little toe.